Good afternoon, you're watching NewsX and I'm Savri Jindal. Now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has embarked on a two-day visit to Kuwait, becoming the first Indian Prime Minister to tour the Gulf nation in 43 years. During his stay, PM Modi will meet with the Emir of Kuwait and Crown Prince Sheikh Sabah Al Khalid Al Sabah. Discussions will also be held with the Kuwaiti Prime Minister, covering a wide array of topics such as trade, investment, energy cooperation, cultural exchanges and people-to-people connections. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will also receive a ceremonial guard of honor at the Bayan Palace, reflecting the importance of this visit. Aditya on the telecast with me. Aditya, of course, a significant visit to Kuwait is going to take place. If you could take our viewers through the details that we have as far as the itinerary is concerned.
Well, absolutely, Savri. The last meeting between the leaders of India and Kuwait happened way back in 2017. The MEA, the Ministry of External Affairs, yesterday in its briefing said that, PM is expected to take part in the Indian community event, where he will communicate with the Indian diaspora that lives in Kuwait. Apart from this, he will also attend the Arab Grand racing competition as a special guest, because he's arriving after such a long period. And in its briefing, the Minister of External Affairs laid emphasis on the fact that both the countries will deepen their bilateral partnership on the issues of trade and defense. And it has also during the briefing, MEA also said that the PM Modi's visit to Kuwait will open a new partnership, a new chapter in the relations between India and Kuwait. Yes, Savri.
Aditya, stay on with us. In fact, more breaking news coming in. Prime Minister is also scheduled to meet former IFS officers in Kuwait during an interaction with the Indian diaspora. So now, of course, we have more clarity as far as the Prime Minister's visit is concerned. Aditya, take our viewers through the details that are coming in. We can, of course, see the Prime Minister now heading towards his plane.
The Foreign Services officer there, and this will be a long day where he will hold meetings with the Crown Prince and the Emir of Kuwait, and this needs to be tracked significantly, because some important developments will take place throughout the day, and it needs to be monitored as to what all developments take place during PM's because since he has arrived in Kuwait, it will be closely the viewers will be constantly updated about the minute-to-minute update. Yes, Asabri.
Right, absolutely. Aditya, also give our viewers an understanding on what it is that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is expected to engage in. I mean, in fact, speak about. We know that there is a cultural exchange that's going to take place. Trade talks are going to take place. What all are we essentially expecting in this two-day visit?
Absolutely. During the trade talks, more investment opportunities will be explored between the countries, and I think many agreements regarding trade will be signed. So that, because India has always, since Prime Minister Modi has come to power, India has been expanding the trade with foreign countries. It needs to be seen what all agreements in the trade is signed with Kuwait. As far as the defense is concerned, many new defense deals will also be signed, because particularly, the trade and defense was highlighted by the ministry yesterday during its weekly briefing. So the primary topics, the primary issues which will be discussed between the two leaders will be around defense as well as trade. It needs to be seen as to which all agreements will be signed. Yes, Asabri.
And of course, Aditya, we can't discount the fact that this meeting is happening at the time where the Israel-Hamas war is, of course, it's been over a year since it's been taking place. This visit comes at a time when, of course, the war is ongoing. So what kind of a bearing will this meeting essentially have? What are we expecting on those lines? Because we've, of course, now you've touched upon defense, a very crucial aspect over there.
Well, exactly, what has happened in Middle East at the time, currently Middle East is on the boil. The situation in Middle East is actually not very favorable because, there is a Israel-Hamas war. There is a problem in Syria, because recently we have seen Bashar al-Assad has been ousted, and, the newly caretaker Prime Minister Mohammed al-Bashir is overseeing the political transition in Syria. So it is, when it comes to defense, it becomes very significant, because the region now is on a boil, because that is why this the defense talks will be very crucial when PM Modi holds meeting with the Emir as well as the Crown Prince of Kuwait. Yes, Sasabi.
Absolutely. Aditya, you of course touched upon many significant points as far as this meeting is concerned, whether it's meeting the Indian delegation in Kuwait, whether it's the defense that we're speaking about, whether it's, of course, the Israel-Hamas war that's ongoing, and, of course, a multitude of other aspects that we are looking at. So, Aditya, thank you so much for sharing all those details with us. We're going to come back to you in a bit, but for now,